Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. Put my Masonic cap on, my prayer cap for Masonic business. But today I feel like praying. I did inside, so I put my cap on and just kept it on when I'm doing my show. So let's go. Right is 25 rules lived by storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I hope you use them. That's the purpose. But I appreciate you. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself from the inside. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. That's my mission. I'm on it. You have a job to do too. That is to know thyself. With the lessons I'm giving you, that's what it's for. Learn them, live them, and you'll be just that. Know yourself. Know thyself. Excuse me. These are different kinds of people, and we all, well, that ain't me, okay, but in reality, it probably is. And until you become the one who they following, you should be working on you. Now, everybody want to be a leader, I understand that, but once you know you, people will tend to follow you. Why? Because of the things that you do. That's why. Okay, a person who knows not ain't gonna worry about it, and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Nobody follows them. Their lessons, their life lessons, we can see. I don't want to be like that. I used everybody I could, raising my children to use as example. I didn't care. Okay? A person who knows not and knows that they know not, that means you want to be educated. You're simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do. It's for them. Why? They want to learn. They know they don't know, so they want to learn. My job is to teach them. And I'm giving you spiritual truth that you can live by. Let's go. Now, a person who knows not, repeat, knows not, and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows not, a person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them on the spiritual alarm clock. I wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow that. All these persons, again, reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. To my out, be true. I keep trying to explain to you, balance in your life is very important. If God took chaos and put my out there to take care of chaos, that should be a sign of respect. That's why I give her ultimate respect. Watch this. Right thinkers, let's talk about another concept. The soul's purpose is to what? Know itself. Your inner spirit, the soul, Ka, the Ba, we went through that before, but the soul's purpose is to become enlightened so it can go back to the maker. God is the maker. The phrase they tell you, body to earth, it stays here. It ain't going nowhere. Okay? That's what it's supposed to do. Because the spirit that's in it either gets reincarnated to another body, or if it's enlightened, it goes home. The Ba is a falcon or hawk with your head on it. If it's enlightened, you go with the spirit. That's the falcon is the spirit. So if your head is on that spirit, you go. That's the concept. So the idea is to put your head on your soul, on your spirit. So when it leaves the body, you know you're going. If not, let's go to the lesson. Sorry about that. I'm giving away the whole lesson before I get started. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about the soul's purpose and what? To know itself. The ancients left us the creed, know thyself, to live by. And I did, and I mastered it. Having knowledge of self is knowing thyself. Becoming spiritually enlightened through knowledge and perseverance and work and dedication. And you reach that level, and that's what makes the difference between the pyramid people. If you're at the top of the pyramid, that means you start out down here. You work your way up to the top. You see how down here is big? A lot of people. Everybody start out pretty much even. The level of life. We're born into the world. Our goal is to know yourself. Get to the top of the pyramid. It's 8 sides to that pyramid, so I say it's 8 ways. But I say for every human being, there's a way to get to God. It's going to be that human being's way. Okay, let's go. Our spirits, aka soul, in man don't know itself to be God. Amnesia. The spirit has no knowledge. The body that the spirit goes in, the knowledge had to come from that. You connect the spirit with your consciousness, hence God consciousness. Then no nihas, reaching the level of spiritual enlightenment, knowing you and God are one. Christ told you, my Father and I are one. He didn't make that up. He learned that. Understand that. Here you go. Now, right thinking philosophy. Our spirits, aka man, don't know. Okay, big God. Okay. Our spirits, aka soul and man, don't know itself to be God. Your job as a human is to inform it. That's becoming enlightened. Free will is your choice to do that or just do you. In life, when we do us, we die after a certain amount of time. In life, you become spiritually enlightened, you live on to the afterlife. That's the concept. You claim to want heaven and hell. It's the same concept. Y'all didn't make that up either. No, that's it. All right. When you're introduced, watch this. Right thinking philosophy has the means to help you do just that. Know yourself how? With knowledge of self. Spiritual truth is your self-knowledge. It's your birthright. When you introduce your soul to your mind, heart, mind, coherence, aka the higher self, you will become an enlightened being. Ahus. That means an enlightened being, knowing yourself while here on earth. When you become a master of yourself, aka right thinking philosophy master, after putting in your work, the reward is immortality. The soul, aka spirit, the ba, the soul, the ka, okay, of human comes to what? The soul, aka the ba spirit of humans comes to learn, is come to earth, reincarnate in the physical body to do what? Learn what? Life lessons. The purpose of us to learn your spirit is to know itself. So it's got to go through the human flesh to do that. In this dimension, understand that. It's another realm. This is the physical realm. Understand that, of human beings. We are born into this world for what? The purpose of learning life lessons. Every individual has his own journey, his own lesson to learn. Philosophically, if you can understand that, then you get identification, you get individualism, you get the journey of life. Everybody has their walk. If the soul don't connect with the mind, aka become enlightened, you will be what? Reincarnate into another physical body. Why? The body, the spirit didn't get the lesson learned. Why? Because this body that it was in didn't enlighten it. The mind didn't connect, so there was a disconnect there. They separated. When the body died, the consciousness died with it. Why? Because it was ignorant. Ignorant conscious get fed to Amit, the soul eater. That's his job, to eat all unrighteous and all ignorant spiritual beings when they come his way at Judgment Day. Mouthful, but sorry about that. No, again, conceptually, I'm big on that concept. If you're selling me a heaven and hell deal, I got to try to sell you on reality of consequences of your action deal. That's all. You really don't want, watch this. Again, I just explained to you, you really don't want to die twice. Do you? That's what happens to what? The unenlightened, the ignorant. I just told you. Enlightenment, knowledge is life. Ignorance is death. Concept. Light, death, dark, white, whatever you want to call it, but just opposites. One's good, one's bad. You can't have one like the other. Understand that? Balance. Everything has an equal opposite, be it good or bad. And every action that you do has a consequence, be it good or bad. Your choice. Free will. Your soul wants to what? Go home, aka heaven. That resting place where all enlightened souls go to be. That's the concept. From where it's from, divine. Why? That's God. Souls want to go back home. When they had the alien, we aliens here on earth. Why? Our home is another place. It's a spiritual place. It's our home. The physical body ain't going. Remember the eye and the needle. You ain't taking this with you. You're taking this. If you're lucky, when you put this and this together, they're going to go together conceptually. Knowledge is what? Power. Because without it, You can't know yourself. This is why ignorant die. Graveyard full of ignorant people. And guess what? The bodies of the enlightened people go there too. So there ain't no difference with the body. Don't make a difference with that. It's what's inside the body that counts. You got cream filling, you got vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, you got all different kinds. But it's what's inside that counts. It ain't always on the outside. Remember, beauty ages with time. Okay? So what look good now, if you're going by looks, they're going to change. Look at that guy. I'm just saying. 20, 40. 60. 65. I want to see 80. I want to be the one to get to the next level. Okay, another lesson. Get back. Sorry about that. All right, let me wrap this thing. Let me get done. Right thinking philosophy will transform you from what? The darkness into what? Spiritual light. You have to become spiritually enlightened. You have to become spiritually conscious, and that's done with knowledge. That's done with training, putting in time. Yeah.